Yo, it's Midas. Let's talk about the $50 billion company that does almost nothing. And that company is Circle Internet Group, and here's why. So, disclaimer, everything said in this video is only for educational purposes. Make sure to always do your own research. So, what is Circle Internet Group? Well, they issue USDC, a fully backed and regulated stablecoin pegged to the US dollar, used globally in crypto and DeFi. They build financial infrastructure for the internet, including APIs for businesses to accept, send, and store digital dollars. And they partner with institutions and governments to drive adoption of blockchain-based payments and programmable finance. So welcome to Finance Without Friction. Like I mentioned, they offer payments built for businesses with real-time settlements 24/7. That means that you're able to move money around the whole world anytime near instantly. If you use any of those fast blockchains like Solana and Sui, you can see that using Circle or paying through USDC rather than PayPal, Stripe, or any of these payment providers is a lot quicker because it's based off of the speed of the blockchain, and Solana and Sui are very fast with cheap transaction fees. They're built for global scale, so they can move money by the Circle Payments Network, and they put security first, where you can transact with regulated, compliant stablecoins. They deliver access to sought-after currencies, so real dollar and euros, USDC, and EURC are available in every corner of the globe. So not just dollars pegged to the US dollar, but also pegged to the European dollar. They are readily available. Give your customers access to redeemable digital assets to send, spend, and save. And it's fully reserved. Circle stablecoins are backed 100% by highly liquid cash and equivalents. They're also backed by many companies, as you will see, and that's why they're so backed to the dollar and will not be depegged anytime soon. They also offer a highly liquid foundation for trading with institutional grade liquidity, benefit from reliable USDC availability and regulated liquidity services. They also offer seamless cross-chain rebalancing. We're able to move funds across multiple chains and improve capital efficiency. They also offer one-to-one redeemability. Swap one USDC for $1 any amount at any time. Also, the transaction fee is so cheap. So I like to compare Circle Internet Group or just USDC as converting your native currency into the US dollar. So, for example, I live in Canada. So that means that in order to convert my dollar to the US dollar, there's a conversion fee of around a couple percent. Can't remember off the top of my head. But compare that, so that could, easily add up if you're exchanging thousands of dollars. However, with the USDC, the fees are very minimal. It's really only a transaction fee to the centralized exchange like Coinbase or Binance. And even then, the fee is very minimal compared to actually changing your currency. So you'll be wondering, there's so many other stable coins out there, like USDT, which is created by Tether, USDY, which is created by Ondo Finance, and now USDC, created by Circle. So let's talk about all three of them and compare and contrast all of them. So starting off, we have USDC, which is backed by Circle or created by Circle, and it's a regulated standard, fully backed by cash plus short-term US treasuries, audited plus regulated in the US. So this means a transparent reserve. They're trusted by Coinbase, BlackRock, Visa, and many US institutions like PayPal as well as Stripe. They're also native to multiple chains like Ethereum, Solana, Base, and Sui. And the bull case is that USDC becomes the default digital dollar for US commerce, stable DeFi, and tokenized finance. So USDT, Tether, it's known as the risky giant because of its gone to a lot of lawsuits in the past, as well as got removed from some, I believe like Binance because they're not very transparent and many other exchanges. But they are the largest by market cap, just with questionable transparency. This is because they are the oldest US pegged dollar. And they're not US regulated, they're based offshore jurisdictions. And they have a history of legal pressure, fine settlements, and mystery reserves. They are widely used in Asia and high volume exchanges. So the bare risk of a USDT is USDT could face future regulatory crackdown or credibility loss as the US pushes for cleaner alternatives. And finally, the last US pegged dollar is very popular right now is USDY, which is created by Ondo Finance. I believe it's a yield-bearing disruptor. They are backed one-to-one by tokenized US treasuries, similar to Circle. They do pay a real yield of 5% while staying stable. You can stake this on many other lending platforms. They are permissioned for now, but part of the tokenized asset wave. And they're backed by BlackRock adjacent players, as many of the team are ex-BlackRock or ex-JP Morgan and those major banks. They're backed by Peter Thiel and Founders Fund. So bull case is that USDY becomes the go-to stablecoin for institutions looking to hold yield-generating cash in DeFi. So if you can't already tell, my two main picks for US pegged dollars would be either USDC or USDY. So, like I mentioned, USDC is now global. It's the most licensed stablecoin company in the whole world, from the United States to Canada to the UK. This is the future potential of USDC. They can replace traditional wire transfers. In Canada, we use e-transfers. In the US, I'm sure you guys use, I believe, like Wise or Cash App. But with USDC and Circle's DeFi platform, you're able to send instant 24/7 global payments without backing delays or high fees. They will become the digital backbone for e-commerce, DeFi, and AI economies, enabling automated programmable money at scale. It serves as the US government's unofficial digital dollar, backed by regulation and trusted by institutions worldwide. Now, for the Circle bull case, they had explosive IPO performance and market momentum. Circle's stock has surged over 650% since IPO on June 5th, 2025, reflecting strong investor confidence. Analysts from Seaport Research Partners have set a price target of 235, which they've already hit, as it already hit 240. This cites that Circle's potential as a leading crypto disruptor. They also have a dominant position in the stablecoin market. As the issuer of USDC, Circle holds a significant share of the $250 billion stablecoin market. USDC's transparency and regulatory compliance makes it a preferred choice for institutional investors, setting it apart from other companies like Tether. They also have a robust financial performance, where in Q1 2025, Circle reported a revenue of $578 million, a 58% increase year over year. The company's profitability is also bolstered by interest income from USDC reserves and transaction fees, demonstrating its ability to monetize its stablecoin ecosystem very efficiently. They also have a favorable regulatory environment, and these are from the passage of the Genius Act, as well as the National Digital Stockpile in the last recent months, where the US Senate has established a clear regulatory framework for stablecoins, enhancing investor confidence. Circle's compliance with regulations, including its electronic money institution license in France, positions it advantageously in the evolving regulatory landscape. And finally, they have a strategic partnership and institutional backing. Circle has secured strategic partnerships with financial giants such as Visa, BlackRock, and BNY Mellon, elevating USDC's utility and integration into traditional finance. Additionally, the company has received significant investments from institutional investors, underscoring its credibility and growth potential. So let's talk about now the price target of Circle. The current price is at around 240 USD. My call price when this first IPO'd, before even IPO'd, I posted this on my TikTok, was $40. The current market cap is at 58 billion, and my price target for end of year 2025 is 300 plus. I do want to highlight that this is a bit of a risky bet to enter in right now. It already ran up 300% since IPO, and the IPO was only a few weeks ago. So keep that in mind. Most of the stock's momentum is through hype, despite how bullish it is long term. And it does have a PE greater than 3,000, which is insane. I believe right now this stock is currently overvalued, like Palantir was back in the day. But just because it's overvalued does not mean it will not shoot up again. So I believe it will crash after the IPO hype dies, then rebound. So I'm very bullish on it long term, similar to how I was bullish in Palantir when it dropped to $20 and now it's at $130. But yeah, this video was on the $50 or $50 billion company that does almost nothing, and that's Circle Internet Group. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.